What do you like about doing TJ and Dave that you can't get from doing film and television?
Are you kidding? You get to say whatever you want, however you want, and you get to play whoever you want. That's pretty great. You don't get to do that anywhere else.
The thing I always say when I'm like teaching or coaching it is that the word car is boring and the word Acura is interesting in a scene. If I say, you know, let's get in your Hummer, you are a different character than if I say get in your Volt. And it's so much more interesting than like, oh, God, you don't care about the Earth at all. You're always ruining the Earth, which is what a lot of improvisers do, where they just, I'm not showing you, I'm telling you.
You're always blank.
Yeah, like driving a Hummer or giving the gift of a Hummer is showing, not telling.
And also I think there's something about the owning when people laugh at you. You know, if you grew up self-conscious, if you grew up feeling a little bit of an outsider, you know, now you own when the laughter happens.
Right, yeah. Harry Shearer, and I've quoted this a million times because I think it's brilliant. I asked him once about, you know, why people become comics, and he said, I think people become comedians so they can try to control why people laugh at them.
Yes, totally. Brilliant. Absolutely. That's exactly right.
As soon as one thing happens, what else needs to be true? And if you take the time, you can't really talk yourself to clarity. You usually have to quiet yourself to clarity, because when you try and talk yourself to the next thing you know about each other, it sounds like you're searching for that thing. If you're quiet and just let what's already happened soak in a little bit, or you just look around the room, or you look at your partner, then they're going to give you what the next thing is, or the room will give you what the next thing is. But as soon as a move's made, it's almost like dominoes just start falling, because now these other things have to be true.
The weird things we talk about of like, there'll be like, I'll give a note where it's like, no, go ahead and just rape them. Like, start raping them, you know, which is such a weird thing of like, why am I what am I doing with my life where I'm telling people like, no, let's make it active. So start raping them, you know, like I have that as an actual note and like.
Whereas Monoscene is a purely organic form, and really if you try to force much of anything into it that isn't kind of called for by what's happened already, then you can take it off the rails.
What to you is just a general good sketch idea?
Just something that's clear. I mean, you know, what makes a good game? You know, something that you can get across to the audience, so that they can laugh at it early and give you the room to take it. You know, never give line reads. Never give a line read to an actor. That puts them in your head. Like, describe to them how you would want them to alter what they're doing, but never like do it and then ask them to do an impersonation of you, because that'll just kill it.
Yeah, that's
so don't do that. Asshole. Let them make their own choice. Like, don't note the first rehearsal. I think let the actor find the material and do it enough times that they've made some sort of choice, and then adjust that. Be merciless about like people not knowing their lines and stuff. Like, that's your job. That's what you're getting paid to do. If you're like at a tech and people don't know their lines, it, you know, as uncomfortable as it makes me to like chastise people, it is actually my job to go, it seems like you don't know your lines, you know.
The scenes go better when people want to be there.
What's a scene, Dave, where people don't want to be here? Can you give me an example?
Like people who hate each other?
Okay.
Leave.
Okay.
You spend a lot of years in a place of being frustrated because you're not achieving what you saw at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's a long haul. I mean, it's a long haul for any. I mean, I think everyone goes through that bowl. Everyone starts at one lip of the bowl and looks and goes, wow, that bowl's so great. And then you get to the bottom and you're like, fuck, I'm trapped in this bowl. And then you get to the lip and you go, fuck, I'm out of the bowl. I love it again.
Yeah.
The part that kills me is after every 401 class, I have people negotiating with me to get past 401 so they graduate. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I can't say it enough that it has nothing to do with graduating. You know, the good thing is we have a curriculum. The bad thing is now people think they have to go through the system instead of actually learning. You know, and taking your time. Suggestion is opening is form is not form. Suggestion is opening is form is not form. Suggestion is opening is form is not form.